everyone, it's Susan, and I'm going to do a little flip through of my newest journal. I'm calling it Sunshine due to the quote that I put on a card on the front cover. It's kind of a journal trying to keep optimistic and upbeat after this year, which has been a difficult year for all of us, I think. Anyway, it's a small book built on a box from the Insta Ink, HP Instant Ink, and I did a cover that's like a crazy quilt, and I'll do a separate little video on how I made the cover, but it's the same on the inside and outside. I made it like a big pillowcase and turned it inside out and hand stitched it closed here at the front. This is my version of a boho style, which to me means freeform, and so this is freeform. Used a lot of my fancy fabrics and wanted it to be perky, happy, sparkly, joyful. So here we go. There's lots of fabric in here. I love that fabric. There's a vintage Paris postcard. And the one thing I will mention, there's no glue used in this book at all. Everything is either machine stitched, and in a few places I did some hand stitching, but there's not one bit of glue. And I did add some quotes in that I thought added to the positive, upbeat theme I was trying to go for. It was a lot of work doing just the stitching, but it was a challenge, and that's what I like to do with these books. Each one I want to make a different theme, and I like to do a different, challenge myself with something. There's some fabric flips. And any of the pictures you see in here are from my ephemera collection or photographs that I've taken that I then edited to give the bright colors I was going for. There, you had the power all along, my dear. There's a tiny little photo flip book. And a little card. That's some really fun netting. This is a scan of a cuff of a jacket that my sister-in-law gave me to use for journaling, and the fabric was too heavy to use, so I scanned it and cut it, and it looks just like the fabric. Little journaling card. Little paper clip, and then that folds out for some journaling space. And I figured you need some champagne if you've made it through this year. Definitely time for a toast. And there's just some paper to write on. Little sparkles added on the edge. That's a photo I took at a hotel out in Palm Springs. I just loved that style. Lots of fabric, or doilies, various things added on the edges. That's a scan of a scrappy fabric that my sister-in-law did. It looks just like the real fabric. It looks so real. Awesome. very shiny fabric from my stash. That's a picture I took out in Hollywood. Those were huge, by the way. They're like 6 feet tall each letter. Well, maybe not that tall. Those are real chairs. Anyway, they were really big. It's a scrappy fabric that I made using some of my shiny sparkly fabrics. Little writing booklet. That's the Korean friendship bell out in San Pedro. That picture, by the way. There's a little sparkly fabric flip. There's another tuck spot if you want to fit something in there. I like this one. Pour yourself a drink, put on some lipstick, and pull yourself together. Elizabeth Taylor. And there's another vintage Paris postcard. More of my fabric scrappy. And this is velour with the hologram dots. I used to use that when I made Irish dance dresses. I use that quite often. It really shines. And here's a couple little journaling cards. And there we are. And that's the back cover. And it's soft. I built these the crazy quilt on a felt base, so it's got a lot of softness and puffiness to it, and then with the cardboard slid inside. There we have it, and I'm calling this little book Sunshine. Trying to be upbeat and positive. Hope you're all safe and well. Thanks for watching.